Okay, so let's just have a look at this particular question here. So this is just the first question in relation to the exercise that I set. So if we read the question, the sum of two numbers is 41 and their difference is 5. So find the numbers. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to set up a simultaneous equation. Now the best thing to do is let the numbers, so let the two numbers, let one of them be x and the other one be y. So if we think about the first equation, it's going to be the sum. Sum means that when you add the two of them together is equal to 41. So if we let one of the numbers be x and the other number be y, so x plus y is going to be equal to 41. So that's the sum of the two numbers is equal to 41. So that's our first expression. Now the second one then is and their difference is 5. So what do we mean by difference? If we take one from the other, the difference is 5. So the way that we can say that is x minus y is equal to 5. Now you have two simultaneous equations. So you have 1 and you have 2. Now what you're been asked to do is then you want to try and find the numbers. So what we do is we do the same thing, we work through our simultaneous equations, the process. So if we have a look here, so we want to get rid of one of the variables. So let's say we want to get rid of y. So in order to get rid of y, we need to make sure that, so this is x, so this is plus 1y, and the bottom is minus 1y. So what you want is you want them to have the same coefficient, which in this case they do, that's the number before the variable, and then you want them to be opposite signs. So the bottom is minus 1 and the top is plus 1. So we don't actually need to do anything. We don't need to multiply the expressions by a number to get the top and bottom coefficients the same but opposite signs. So what we can actually do now with these is we can just add them together. So if we, so when we add them together, so we've 41 plus 5, that's equal to 46. So plus 1y minus 1y, they'll cancel out. And then you have 2x. So x plus x is 2x. So 2x is equal to 46. Now what we can start to do is we can start to solve for x. So we have 2x is equal to 46. And what we want to do is we want to solve for x. So this is 2 multiplied by x. So in order to change this to a 1, I divide this by 2. If I divide this side by 2, I divide this side by 2. And x then will be equal to, so 46 divided by 2, I'll just get my calculator very quickly. So 46 divided by 2 is equal to 23. Okay, so this is equal to, so 46 divided by 2, that's equal to 23. So now that we've figured out what one of the values for x, what one of the variables is, we can use the expression that we've come up with here to figure out what the second variable is. So we can just take, if we take expression 1, so expression 1 is x plus y is equal to 41. Now what we want to do is we want to substitute in the value for x so that we can find out what y is equal to. So wherever the x value is, we substitute in the value. So it's going to be 23 plus y is equal to 41. Now, what we want to do is we want to get y in its own. So we can see here that we have the number 23, and we want to, so it's plus 23, so we have to get rid of it. So if this is plus 23, in order to get rid of it, we have to subtract 23. So minus 23 from here. If we subtract 23 from this side, we have to subtract 23 from the opposite side as well, so minus 23. So plus 23 and minus 23, these will cancel out, and y then is equal to, so we've 41 minus 23, so we just use my calculator. So 41 minus 23, and that's equal to 18. Okay, so that's y is equal to 18. So our answer then, the numbers are, so x is equal to 23, and y is equal to 18. Okay, so that's how you work these questions. So the first thing you have to do is read the question, figure out what your expression is based on the word, based on the words that are used in the question. Write down your two simultaneous equations, and then you can solve for your simultaneous equations. So give it a go, guys. Hopefully this clarifies a little bit more, but if not, just like get back in touch with me and tell me if there's a particular question you're stuck with. Just let me know and I can have a look and I can work through it with you. Okay, thank you.